Welcome to Danger Awareness, the channel that helps you see real-life dangers before they become life-changing accidents. Today we're looking at tree cutting and logging situations that happen every day. These aren't movie sets or staged performances. What you're about to see is real, from backyards and farms to residential neighborhoods where people use chainsaws and heavy tools as part of their daily routine. For many of us, cutting a tree or trimming branches feels like a normal task. It's something we've seen our parents do, or maybe we've done it ourselves many times before. Because it feels so familiar, the risk is often underestimated. The danger doesn't always look dramatic. In fact, the most dangerous moments are usually the ones that seem completely ordinary. A chainsaw starts, a tree leans, a branch cracks, and in a single second, everything can change. This video isn't here to shock or blame anyone. Instead, our goal is to slow things down, to help us all look carefully at what goes wrong, why it goes wrong, and how similar situations can be avoided. Every clip you'll see carries a lesson, even when the outcome seems minor. In reality, many serious accidents begin with the same small mistakes. Throughout this video, we'll focus on awareness, not judgment. The people in these clips are not actors. They're individuals working under pressure, dealing with weather, difficult terrain, and heavy materials. Some are experienced, some are not. But danger doesn't care about experience. Even professionals can make critical mistakes when conditions change unexpectedly. Tree cutting is especially dangerous because it combines several high-risk factors all at once. Sharp blades, heavy falling objects, unpredictable natural forces, and often a lack of protective barriers. Gravity, tension inside the wood, wind, and ground stability all play a huge role, and none of them can be fully controlled. Many people assume accidents only happen when someone is being reckless, but the truth is more complicated. Some of the most serious incidents occur when people feel confident, when they think, "I've done this 100 times before." That familiarity can create a false sense of safety, which is often the very first warning sign. At Danger Awareness, our mission is to help you identify those warning signs early. As you watch each clip, try not just to see what happens, but to think about what led up to it. What signs were there before things went wrong? Was there a moment where stopping would have been the safer choice? Was there an assumption that nothing bad would happen? This video is designed to be educational, not instructional. We are not teaching you how to cut down trees. Instead, we are highlighting risk recognition and decision-making moments that apply to everyday life. If you're not trained, equipped, or experienced, the safest choice is always to step back and call a professional. If you have a large tree near your home or property, this video may help you understand when a situation is becoming dangerous. Large trees near buildings, power lines, or on uneven ground require specialized knowledge. In those cases, the smartest decision is to call a certified arborist rather than taking the risk yourself. Throughout the video, you'll hear reminders about when to stop, reassess, and when to avoid moving forward. These are not signs of weakness. They are signs of awareness. Choosing safety over speed or pride can prevent injuries, property damage, or worse. We also need to be very clear. Nothing you see here should ever be copied or recreated. Some of these clips might look simple, but appearances are misleading. Hidden forces in the wood, unseen cracks, and shifting ground can turn a routine task into a major emergency without warning. This channel exists to help you learn from real situations without having to experience them yourself. Every accident avoided is a success. Every moment someone chooses to pause, rethink, or ask for help is a victory. As you continue watching, we invite you to stay attentive, curious, and most importantly, stay safe. Think not only about what's happening on screen, but how similar risks might exist in your own environment. Awareness is the first and most important step toward prevention. Welcome to Danger Awareness, where the goal is not to repeat mistakes, but to recognize them before they happen. One of the most dangerous elements in all of these situations is not the chainsaw itself, or even the tree. It is overconfidence. Many accidents happen not because people intend to take risks, but because they believe they are in control when, in reality, they are not. Familiarity creates comfort, and comfort often leads to lowered awareness. Trees are far heavier than they appear. A single mature tree can weigh several tons, and once it begins to move, there is no way to stop it. Gravity takes over immediately. Unlike machines, trees do not respond to brakes, buttons, or second chances. When a tree starts to fall, the outcome is decided in seconds, or even fractions of a second. One major danger seen repeatedly in these videos is misjudging the direction of the fall. Many people assume a tree will fall in the direction they intend, but that assumption ignores multiple critical factors. Tree lean, internal decay, wind direction, uneven ground, root stability, and the distribution of branches all influence how a tree behaves. Even experienced operators can be caught off guard when one of these factors shifts unexpectedly. Another serious hazard is standing in the wrong position. Several clips show individuals remaining too close to the trunk, standing directly behind the cut, or positioning themselves within the natural fall zone. This leaves no margin for error. When a tree twists, kicks back, or drops faster than expected, there is often no time to react. The human body simply cannot outrun gravity. Kickback is another major risk that is often underestimated. When a chainsaw blade contacts wood at the wrong angle, especially near the tip, the saw can violently jerk upward or backward. This movement happens instantly and with tremendous force. Without proper stance, grip, and awareness, kickback can result in severe injuries to the face, neck, chest, or arms. The videos also reveal a common lack of escape planning. Before any tree cutting begins, there should be at least 2 clear escape routes at a 45-degree angle away from the expected fall direction. However, many clips show people boxed in by branches, equipment, fences, or uneven terrain. When the tree starts to move, they have nowhere to go. This moment of hesitation can be deadly. Another recurring danger is working without protective equipment. Helmets, eye protection, gloves, chainsaw chaps, and proper footwear are not optional accessories. They are critical safety barriers. In several situations shown, individuals are working without any visible protection. While protective gear does not eliminate risk, it can significantly reduce the severity of injuries when something goes wrong. Environmental conditions also play a major role in increasing danger. Soft ground, wet soil, slopes, and storm-damaged trees all create unpredictable behavior. A tree that appears stable may have a compromised root system, causing it to uproot instead of falling cleanly. Storm-damaged trees are especially dangerous because internal fractures are often invisible from the outside. Another hidden threat is tension within the wood itself. Trees store energy. When branches or trunks are under compression or tension, cutting them improperly can release that energy suddenly. This can cause wood to snap, roll, or strike back with extreme force. Many accidents occur because the operator misreads where that tension is stored. Several clips also show people working too close to structures, vehicles, or power lines. Trees falling near homes or electrical infrastructure pose risks far beyond personal injury. Property damage, fires, and electrocution are real possibilities. Any tree near power lines should always be handled by trained professionals with proper equipment and coordination with utility services. Working alone is another critical risk factor. Many accidents become far more severe because no one else is present to assist or call for help. In remote areas, even minor injuries can become life-threatening due to delayed response times. Safety increases significantly when someone else is present to observe, warn, or respond in an emergency. What makes these dangers especially concerning is how quickly they escalate. Most incidents do not begin with chaos. They begin with routine actions. A cut made slightly too deep, a step taken too late, a moment of hesitation. By the time danger becomes obvious, it is often already too late to correct. These situations remind us that tree cutting and logging are not casual tasks. They demand respect, preparation, and constant awareness. The margin for error is extremely small. and the consequences of mistakes can be severe or permanent. This is why danger awareness emphasizes recognition over reaction. The safest accidents are the ones that never happened, because someone recognized the warning signs early and chose to stop. Knowing when not to proceed is just as important as knowing how to proceed. As you watch the rest of this video, pay attention to these recurring patterns: overconfidence, poor positioning, lack of escape routes, missing protective gear, and underestimating environmental conditions. These are the signals that danger is building, even when everything seems calm. Understanding these risks is not about fear. It is about clarity. Awareness gives you the ability to make better decisions, protect yourself and others, and know when a situation requires professional expertise. In the next part, we will look at how these risks can be reduced, what practical steps can help prevent accidents, and when the safest choice is to step back and call a trained professional.
Careful, step over that. Whoa, it's slick.
Got it.
Oh my God.
Many accidents shown in these clips do not happen because people lack experience. Instead, they happen because small warning signs are ignored. These signs may seem minor at first, but together, they create a dangerous situation that can quickly spiral out of control. One of the most commonly overlooked risks is the natural lean of a tree. Even a slight lean can dramatically affect how a tree falls. When people focus only on where they want the tree to land, they often forget to respect where gravity is already pulling it. A tree will always follow its own balance, not human intention. Wind direction is another factor that is frequently underestimated. A light breeze may feel harmless, but when combined with the weight of branches and an active cut, it can change the fall direction at the last second. Sudden gusts can push a tree sideways or cause it to twist unexpectedly, placing anyone nearby in serious danger. Ground conditions also play a critical role. Wet soil, loose dirt, mud, or uneven terrain reduce stability and increase unpredictability. In several clips, trees do not fall cleanly because the root system gives way instead. This causes the trunk to shift, roll, or rebound, often toward the person cutting it. Slippery ground also increases the risk of losing balance at the exact moment quick movement is required. Another frequently ignored danger is the lack of a clear escape route. Some people focus entirely on the cutting process and forget to plan how they will move away once the tree begins to fall. Without a clear, obstacle-free path, panic sets in. Hesitation during these moments can be fatal. Having an escape route is not optional, it is essential. Working alone is another major risk factor seen repeatedly. When no one else is present, there is no second set of eyes to notice shifting conditions or call out warnings. More importantly, if an accident occurs, immediate help may not be available. Even a minor injury can become life-threatening when no one is nearby to assist. Many clips also show people standing directly within the fall zone, often because they underestimate how far branches can reach or how fast a tree can drop. Trees do not fall straight down like poles. They can bounce, split, or roll, expanding the danger zone far beyond what people expect. These overlooked risks share one common theme: assumption. The assumption that things will behave as expected. The assumption that nothing will go wrong. Unfortunately, this mindset is exactly what leads to most serious accidents. Danger awareness exists to challenge these assumptions. Recognizing small warning signs early can prevent injuries before they happen. Awareness is not about fear. It is about respect for the forces involved. In the next part of this video, we will focus on practical ways to reduce these risks, including preparation, positioning, and simple safety habits that can make a real difference when working around trees and heavy tools. Reducing risk when working around trees, chainsaws, and heavy tools starts with one key principle: knowing your limits. Many accidents happen not because the task is impossible, but because people attempt it without fully understanding the risks involved. Recognizing when a situation is beyond your skill level is one of the most important safety decisions you can make. Preparation is the first and most effective form of prevention. Before any cutting begins, the area should be carefully inspected. Look for obstacles, uneven ground, overhead branches, and nearby structures. Identifying hazards early allows you to adjust your plan or stop entirely before danger escalates. One critical step that is often overlooked is planning an escape route. Every tree cutting task should include at least 2 clear paths to retreat when the tree begins to fall. These paths must be free of tools, branches, and debris. When a tree starts moving, there is no time to think, only time to move. A planned escape route can save your life. Maintaining a safe distance is equally important. People often stand too close to the cutting area, assuming they can react quickly enough if something goes wrong. In reality, trees fall faster than human reaction time. Keeping a safe distance reduces the chance of being struck by falling branches, rolling trunks, or sudden shifts in weight. Basic protective equipment also plays a vital role in reducing injuries. While safety gear cannot eliminate risk, it can significantly reduce the severity of injuries when accidents occur. Eye protection helps guard against flying debris, gloves improve grip and control, and sturdy footwear provides better stability on uneven ground. These are simple measures that make a meaningful difference. Another important preventive habit is not rushing the job. Many dangerous mistakes happen when people feel pressured to finish quickly. Fatigue, frustration, or overconfidence can lead to poor judgment. Taking breaks, slowing down, and reassessing conditions throughout the task helps maintain focus and awareness. Communication is also a key safety factor. When working with others, clear signals and constant awareness of each person's position are essential. No one should enter the danger zone unless everyone involved is aware and prepared. When working alone, extra caution is required, and tasks should be limited to what can be done safely without assistance. Most importantly, knowing when to stop is a sign of responsibility, not weakness. If conditions change, such as increasing wind, shifting ground, or unexpected movement, stopping the task is the safest choice. There is no shame in stepping back and reassessing the situation. In the next section, we will look at the lessons these situations teach us, and why prioritizing safety is not just about avoiding accidents, but about ensuring that every job ends with everyone returning home safely. As we continue through these real-life situations, one critical truth becomes impossible to ignore. Danger rarely comes from dramatic or intentional risk-taking. More often, it appears quietly, through overconfidence, rushed decisions, or small safety steps that are overlooked. The clips you have just watched are not meant to ridicule or shame the people involved. Instead, they exist to show how easily everyday work can turn hazardous when awareness fades. Tasks like cutting trees, clearing land, or working with heavy tools may feel routine. But even routine actions can carry serious risks when conditions change unexpectedly. One of the most important lessons these situations teach is that confidence alone does not equal safety. Many accidents happen not because people lack experience, but because familiarity lowers caution. When someone believes they have done the same task many times before, they may stop actively assessing their surroundings. This mindset often leads to standing in unsafe positions, misjudging the weight or direction of falling trees, or failing to plan an escape route. Once gravity takes over, there is no opportunity to correct those mistakes. Another powerful reminder from these videos is that nature and machinery operate by physical laws, not human intention. Trees do not fall according to plans, and equipment does not forgive miscalculations. Wind, terrain, hidden rot, or internal tension can change outcomes in an instant. Respecting these forces means accepting that not everything can be controlled, and that preparation is the only reliable defense. These clips also emphasize the importance of recognizing personal limits. There are situations where attempting to continue is far more dangerous than stopping. Large trees near homes, vehicles, or power lines create risks that extend beyond the individual performing the work. In such cases, a single mistake can endanger families, neighbors, or passers-by. Calling a professional is not an admission of failure. It is a responsible decision that prioritizes safety over pride. Professional operators bring training, experience, and specialized equipment designed to manage complex risks. They understand how to assess unstable trees, work safely on slopes, and handle situations involving suspended or storm-damaged trees. For untrained individuals, attempting these tasks can lead to injuries that are severe, permanent, or even fatal. The cost of professional help is often far less than the cost of medical treatment, property damage, or long-term recovery. Preparation remains a recurring theme throughout these scenarios. Simple measures, such as wearing basic protective gear, clearing the work area, keeping others at a safe distance, and maintaining constant awareness of surroundings, can significantly reduce risk. Planning an escape route before making a cut is one of the most effective safety habits. It provides a clear option when things do not go as expected and can be the difference between a close call and a serious accident. Another lesson reinforced here is the danger of rushing. Time pressure leads to shortcuts, poor positioning, and missed warning signs. Slowing down allows individuals to reassess conditions, notice changes in the environment, and make safer decisions. In contrast, haste often removes the margin of error that safety depends on. Working alone also increases risk. When accidents occur, immediate assistance can be critical. Having another person present allows for communication, shared awareness, and faster response in emergencies. For high-risk tasks involving large trees or heavy tools, isolation can turn minor injuries into life-threatening situations. Beyond physical safety, these videos highlight the importance of mindset. Safety is not about fear, it is about awareness, respect, and responsibility. Choosing to stop when conditions feel unsafe is not weakness, it is sound judgment. The ability to walk away protects lives and prevents irreversible consequences. If you find yourself facing a similar situation in your own life, take a moment to pause. Evaluate whether you have the necessary tools, experience, and support to proceed safely. If uncertainty exists, the safest choice is to stop and seek professional assistance. Many accidents are prevented not by skill, but by the decision to not proceed. As we conclude, several key principles stand out. Never underestimate risk, even in familiar tasks. Always maintain a safe distance from falling objects and moving equipment. Plan escape routes before starting any work. Avoid working alone when dealing with large or unpredictable hazards. And most importantly, stop immediately when conditions change or doubt arises. These principles extend beyond tree cutting or land clearing. They apply to many areas of daily life where risk is present. Awareness saves time, prevents injuries, and protects lives. By learning from these real-world examples, viewers gain the opportunity to recognize dangers without experiencing them firsthand. Thank you for watching and taking the time to learn with danger awareness. If this video helped you better understand everyday hazards, consider supporting the channel by liking and subscribing. Your engagement allows us to continue creating educational content focused on prevention, awareness, and real-life safety lessons. Stay alert, stay informed, and always put safety first.